Hey y'all, I'm the Makeup Maven. Welcome to my channel and thank you for stopping by. I'm glad you came. This is my launch. Those of you that have been following me on Facebook know that this has been a dream of mine for about a year. So I'm super excited, and happy Independence Day if you're in the United States. If you're not in the United States, then happy 4th of July. And I chose today to go live, number one, because, I'm off work. And number two, what could be more American than Coca-Cola? Except this is Coca-Cola Makeup from South Korea, because the United States does not have Coca-Cola Makeup. So this makeup has come all the way from South Korea. This is a Korean company called The Face Shop. And I was able to find, I think they have 5 or 6 products online, but I got the ones that I knew that I would use. So I got the Coca-Cola Cushion Foundation. For those of you that are not familiar with cushion foundations, you open them up. Cute little red and white striped blender. Not going to use that. I already know I'm not going to use that. I have my regular beauty blender that I have. So you open up further, and there is your cushion makeup right there. So I took, and you can see I already have it on. I'm still working from my iPhone. I don't have my computer yet for my regular camera. So it's going to be hit or miss for a little bit getting started, but that's okay. I should be fully up and running in August, but like I said, I was off today. So I took a dampened beauty blender, and when I say damp, what I do is I run it up under the water and then I squeeze it out, and then I go and get a towel and I squeeze it out even more. I mean, I barely want any moisture on this. You don't want to use a completely dry one because it's a sponge, and the second you dip into water or liquid foundation or anything like that, it's going to suck it all up, and then you're going to have a hard time getting it on your face. So this is dampened, and I dabbed in really hard. I mean, if you barely touch it, like I've been using the Laneige, which is also from South Korea, and it's got a little pattern on it. You can see this one does not, but the Laneige does. It's got like a checkerboard pattern on it. And if you barely touch it, you can see on the sponge that it comes off in that checkerboard pattern, and then when you put it on, it's just not enough coverage. So it's more in here than you think it is. It looks little, but there's more in there than you think, so don't be afraid. I dipped in twice. I dipped in one good time and did this half of my face, and then I dipped in with again and I did this half of my face. So those 2 dips are all that I needed. And I have to be really honest with you. I was super impressed with the coverage that I got from this. Really good. I am not disappointed in this at all. This is the color light beige. I will be honest with you, because it is a South Korean company and most of the South Korean people have fairly fair skin. I could only find this in 2 or 3 shades online. So I got the light beige courtesy of Amazon, and this was $25.99. After that, I used the eyeshadow palette. This is the Coca-Cola Mono Pop Eyes eyeshadow palette. This also from Amazon. All of the products that I got are from Amazon, and this palette was $40. When you open it up, I was hoping, because a lot of makeup these days, having a scent is the trend right now. There's a lot of chocolate makeup. Too Faced has had the cocoa or the chocolate palettes. They've got the peach palettes. There are a lot of makeups. Like, I've opened things and showed it to my husband and been like, I just want to eat it. I mean, it smells like a candy bar. So I was kind of disappointed that when I opened it up and smelled it, it just smells like makeup, but that's okay. It was cute nonetheless. When I opened it up, it's got the little bottle caps. I don't know if you can see that or not. Really kind of cute. And that's just the liner that covers it up. So here is what the palette looks like. Obviously, you've got your Coca-Cola red. there, and how could I do a Coca-Cola look without going in with the Coca-Cola red? So all of my eye look did come from the palette. The first thing that I did is I took this shade right here, and I'm sorry, everything is written in Korean, so I can't tell you what the colors are. But I took that one as a transition shade. It's a matte color, there's no shimmer to it, and I put it all over my eyes from the lid all the way up. And then I took one of my Morphe brushes. This is my Morphe M510, and I reached in with the Coca-Cola red and just kind of put it all in the crease and all just a little bit up above. You can see, and I did that with both sides. It was really pigmented. I mean, I dipped it in there. You can still see it on the brush. I dipped in just barely, and it was enough to cover this one, and then I dipped in again and did this eye. I'll be honest with you, there really wasn't a lot of fallout either, so I was kind of impressed with that. After I did that on the lid, I took this shade, and like I said, I don't know what colors these are because the palette is written in Korean, but I'm gonna say that's just Coca-Cola. So I put it all over the lids of my eyes, and then I followed it up with this shade, which looks peachy, but actually it was just enough to give me the shimmer. And then after I did that, I took my finger, which I use my finger for the shimmer, and then I took my finger in this shade, the lightest one, and just kind of put it in my tear ducts. And then I ran up under my eyes with both of the Coca-Cola red and then just the Coca-Cola color again. So really happy with the eye look. It's not super, super heavy. You could probably make it really heavy because it is so pigmented, but I just chose not to. Again, this palette was $40, and I'm really happy with it. So I put everything else on. Those were the only Coca-Cola products outside of the lipstick or the lip gloss that I have. And I hope you can see the little Coca-Cola bear holding the Coca-Cola. And look, check it out. Y'all, it's a snow globe. Is that not absolutely cute? It's a snow globe. That's so cute. So I did notice that when I opened this up, because you know when I got everything in, I had to smell it. I opened this one up and I smelled it, and I will be honest with you, it's cherry cola. I mean, you can totally smell that. So I think this is just a gloss, just like a sheer gloss. Let me put this on. Yeah, it's just a gloss. Y'all, it smells like Coke. It smells so good. Just a gloss, but that's okay. That's all right. I think it's coming across darker than it actually is. I will also be honest with you, I don't think this is gonna last through eating or drinking much of anything. This one is the Coca-Cola Coke Bear Lip Tint. It's in shade 2, which is called Coke Red. I believe there were 3 shades to choose from. Some of them looked quite dark, and with me not knowing exactly how they were gonna last, I just wanted to go with this one. Doesn't really feel sticky, but again, I don't think it's gonna last very long either. So I did go ahead and pop my eyelashes on. So what I haven't done right this minute is I haven't used my highlighter yet. So right this minute, I am using the Maybelline Master Holographic. This is in the shade 050. It looks like a white prismatic highlighter. So let me pull up my highlighter brush. Just grab some of that. Yeah, just enough to, it's raining here. I'm in Houston. It is pouring down rain, and I don't just mean raining a little bit. I mean like the cats and dogs are coming out of the sky. I knew it was gonna rain, So I went ahead and prepared everything so I don't even have to leave the house today. Yeah, that's really coming off. That's a really good one. The Master Holographic, it was out for a long time. I got it from Walmart, I believe. It was out for a long time because it's a really good seller. So if you happen to see this in the store, go on and grab it. As far as the drugstore goes, it's a really good option as far as a highlighter. And last but not least, I'm going to use my Becca powder to set everything in place. This is the Becca Hydra Mist. Y'all, let me tell you, especially if you happen to be someone of a certain age, not that you have to be, but I am hot constantly. I am premenopausal. I am hot all the time, and it's called the Hydra Mist because it actually goes on and it feels wet when it goes on. It's that cool that it makes it feel like it's wet. It is a very finely milled powder. Some of you have heard me talk about this before. I'm going to take my flat brush. I'm just going to gently tap into it. I mean, it's so finely milled that a little goes a long way. And I'm just going to set it. And you can probably see the puff coming up from the powder. That's how finely milled it is. But you can tell it's going on because it actually feels cool. It feels like water. Do you remember when I was a little kid, we used to go to Six Flags and it was so hot outside of Atlanta, and you would go through and they would have like fans with mists of water that were coming out right when you were leaving the park. I think coming over from the Scream Machine, they used to have it, and it always felt so good to get trapped over in there. This is kind of what that reminds me of in a powder form. So really, really, really refreshing. Even though it's pouring down rain here, it's also like 90 something degrees. So absolutely miserable outside. So yeah, happy 4th of July. So that is gonna do it for me. I do think that these products are adorable. The last thing that I will tell you is that I belong to Amazon Prime. These are not Prime eligible because they are coming from Korea. It said, I ordered it about a month, no, not quite a month ago. I think probably about 3 weeks ago. And it said on Amazon that it was expected to get here somewhere between the 14th and 18th of July. And I actually got these about a week ago. So the turnaround time, overall, it really was not that bad. So I think you should check these out, especially if you are a die-hard Coca-Cola fan the way that I am. And again, is that just not so cute? Look, that is so cute. Anyway, I hope that you have a wonderful holiday, whatever it is that you're doing. I'm going to be here playing in my studio and playing with my makeup. So y'all have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.